What's up, my people? You pulled up hungry, and I kept it warm for you. I hope you wore something stretchy. Tonight we got fried fish so crispy you can hear the crunch through the screen, seasoned rice loaded with flavor, and a sauce on standby ready to steal the show. Stay close, cause this one's all bite, no leftovers. So here's what we're doing tonight. Nothing fancy, just real food that hits home. Fish and rice. The kind of meal you throw together on a regular night, but it tastes like a weekend celebration. And that's the kind of point of Quickie Eats. We don't just cook, we slow down. We talk, we share something while the food's coming together. I want you to leave here full, not just with food, but with a little something to chew on for life too. Okay? Now tell me this. Remember when summers felt like years? When you were little, the days stretched forever. You'd be outside until the street lights came on, begging for more minutes before mom yelled for your name. One summer felt like a lifetime. But now, whole years feel like summers. You blink and it's gone. I swear, last week it was January, and now stores already got Halloween candy sitting out. Man, life be sprinting. And I think it's because back then, everything was new. Every day felt like an adventure. First time riding your bike down the block. First cookout you stayed up late for. First time catching fireflies in a jar. But as adults, the days start looking the same. You know, work, bills, errands. It's rinse and repeat. Nothing feels new. So time slides right past us. That's why presence matters. Like right now, if I spend a Sunday just scrolling my phone, the whole day disappears. But if I spend it cooking with family, laughing, making a memory, the day sticks. It stretches out, and you actually feel it. It's the reason vacations feel long. Well, some. Even just 3 days. You're present. You're soaking in every little detail, and it's why we remember cookouts years later. Not every Tuesday, not every random dinner, but the moments when everybody was together and your uncle fell asleep with a plate in his lap. Those are the moments that stick, right? Not because they were perfect, but because they were real. The little things. The sound of cards slamming down on the table at a spades game. Somebody telling the same story for the 100th time. Kids running in and out of the house, letting all the cold air out. Those are the details that make time slow down. But when you're grown, we stop noticing those little things. We move so fast that days blur into each other. Wake up, go to work, eat something, quick, crash, repeat. It all starts to feel like background noise. That's why presence is everything. You don't need to take a big trip to feel alive. Sometimes it's as simple as cooking a meal that makes the house smell good, or sitting down with somebody you care about, or laughing until your stomach hurts. When you give yourself to that moment, it stretches. It leaves an imprint. And here's the thing. That's how you beat the rush of life, by loading your time with meaning. When you look back, it's not the routines you'll remember. It's the memories, the times you actually paused long enough to feel it. And I think a part of why it slips away so fast is because we don't let ourselves just be bored anymore. Remember when we were kids, sitting on the porch, staring at the sky, or laying on the floor listening to the fan spin? That silence stretched the hours out. Now every quiet moment, we reach for a phone, turn on the TV, fill it with noise. And when your brain's always distracted, the days just run together. You never get that pause. Another thing, when we were younger, we celebrated everything. Last day of school, big deal. Somebody got a new bike, everybody came outside. First day with a new pair of sneakers, you couldn't tell us nothing. Those little celebrations made time feel bigger. But as adults, we wait for the huge milestones, birthdays, weddings, graduations, and let the everyday wins slide right by. What I've been learning is if you want life to feel full again, you got to treat the small things like they matter. That Tuesday night you finally tried a new recipe, that random drive with the windows down, music loud, or that call from a cousin you ain't talked to in months, that's what stretches a moment into a memory. Because at the end of the day, life ain't rushing by because it's short. It's rushing because we don't notice it. The clock doesn't speed up. We just stop paying attention. So yeah, the joke is true. Summers used to feel like years, and now years feel like the summers. But it's also a reminder. If we don't stop and live in the moment, life will blur by. Summers to years, years to summers, and before you know it, a decade is gone. So I say this, let's make time heavy again. Fill it with stuff that matters, even if it's just a dinner at home, a walk, a laugh, or frying up some fish and rice like this. That's what slows life down. That's what makes it stick, okay? Go ahead and hit that subscribe. Don't just peek in the kitchen. Pull up a chair. And if this plate got you hungry through the screen, drop a comment and let me know, okay? And if you're wondering what I cook with, I drop my favorite tools in the description. The same ones I use right here in my kitchen, so you can vibe with me at home. Thank you for being a part of this. Next time, bring somebody with you. Go ahead and click it. Ain't nobody watching but you and your craving.